Shivasti, tell me about having goals in relation to the law of resonance.
Mm. Having clear intention is excellent. Mhm. When we have clear and what I would call silent intentionality. So there's a stillness about that intentionality. Being centered in yourself and simply saying, I want to manifest as, or I want to express as, I want to create. And the creation becomes an extension of ourselves. When we're very will-driven, and we're will and goal-driven, and we've been told that that's very good, but is it really? Because often that will and that drive to achieve a goal is about grasping. And it's often coming from a feeling of, I'm not enough. I am not enough. And where does the I am not enough coming from? It comes from having not received enough. Who of us received enough growing up? Who of us had the experience of truly being brought into our parents' hearts? Who of us were born into circumstances that felt safe and comfortable? And who of us was born to parents who knew who they were and felt centered within their own being, and into a relationship that was one of love and harmony and was grounded in the heart? That's not many people.
Yeah, I would say for those people that are willing to do that kind of contemplation or reflection, there would be very few people that could say that.
And it's not that we're looking for someone to blame. It's not that we're looking to blame the parents or the grandparents or great-grandparents that you cannot now manifest your career. However, we were born into lack. We were born into lack. And that lack is felt very deeply within us. And so, as we're born, each of our chakras is wide open. There are no screens on them, no filters on the chakras. And the design is that mother holds the infant and father holds mother in support. And then the child, and if it's not mother, it's an important caregiver such as grandmother or aunt or even an adopted mother. So it depends on how clear the person is in terms of, I am here existing for the child. So many children exist for their parents. The child is there to cement a relationship, or if there is someone who could not have children, sometimes the child is adopted in order to fulfill that emptiness or to hold a marriage together. That also happens. So for what reason was the child brought into the world? Was the child wanted? So in an ideal world, there is a couple who are in love, who support one another, where the man is in full honor and is respecting his wife's femininity, her womanhood, and where the woman is totally respecting his masculinity and his manhood and his place in the world. Well, that rarely happens. And then together, they are holding the child in what Almaas calls merging love. And so with that, we become filled, and we start to gain our sense of self. As we come into the world, we don't even experience that there is a difference between ourselves and our mother. We are so merged, for we've grown inside her body. And so when we don't receive enough, we feel that we are not enough. And so what happens is, with the application of the understanding of the law of attraction, and I'm not contradicting the law of attraction, not at all. But what I'm saying is its application has been largely mental and then superficially emotional. And so we use our will, we can use strong will to go out and get. And often all of that getting, all of that manifesting, all of that intention, when it's not quiet, silent intention, is about trying to get enough in order to feel enough. But when we don't feel enough in the first place, there's a couple of things that can happen there. Either, no matter what it is that we get, simply doesn't hit the spot. It doesn't satisfy us. Or it doesn't stay. We can't hold it because, in fact, we can't let it in. Because when we've had the devastating experience of not having had our essence reflected back to us, our main input valves, our heart chakra and our second chakra, become closed. And they have a limited ability to allow all of that goodness in. And so abundance, true abundance, can be experienced day to day. Talking to plants, talking to frogs, talking to flowers, letting in the environment through appreciation and gratitude. And so my message is not to say to people, don't go for the career, don't go for the expensive car, don't go for the money, just appreciate the frogs and the flowers. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's the whole picture. It's the whole picture of letting in life and to really investigate what is your real motivation for going after something. What lack are you wanting to fill? Or is it an extension of your own joie de vivre, your own exuberance, your own wanting to manifest as a leader, as a creator, as a teacher, as the world's greatest chef, or as a writer? What are you wanting to be the presence of? Are you reaching for your own magnificence? Or is this about competing in the corporate world? Or is this about wanting or needing to have more than others in order to feel good about yourself? And so when we have that silent intention, that silent intentionality is also about being in touch with how we want to manifest in this physical world. What is the essence of that which we wish to bring forth? Do I wish to be the presence of love or the presence of truth? Am I willing to submit to my own magnificence? There are plenty of programs and teachers out there that will tell you, you're good, believe in yourself, which can lead us to believe that we're better than other people. But truly, when we step into our own magnificence, we are in awe of the magnificence of others. Because magnificence sees magnificence, and magnificence begets magnificence. And so the law of attraction and the understanding of that can be the doorway into the law of resonance. And the law of resonance can use manifesting as a pathway not only to healing, but also to enlightenment, to the realization of self as the magnificent child of God that we are. And then that is fulfillment and completion. And with that, we are filled and need nothing.
Thank you, Shavasti.
You're welcome.